Hi everyone, my name is Lauren Goodkind and I live in the San Francisco Bay Area. I have something awesome to tell you. I made a super long scarf and you might be asking how long? The scarf is about 501 feet long and you might be asking why did I make it? And the reason why I made it is because I wanted to make something unique and inspirational while making a positive difference. Interestingly, my aunt taught me how to crochet in the summer of 2019. I practiced for a couple of months after that, and that's when I decided to embark on the super long scarf project. This scarf is actually much longer than the length of a football field, and it actually broke the initial Guinness Book of World Records for the longest crochet scarf by an individual. What does the scarf mean to me? The scarf represents the game of chess. Since I am a chess coach, it also represents environmental conservation and inspiring others to be creative and making a positive difference in society. I'll tell you some fun facts about the scarf. It took me over 4 years to make the scarf, and I started making it in November of 2019, and I finished in March of 2024. How many miles of yarn do you think I used? I used about 35 miles of yarn, and this is an example of a yarn ball. The entire scarf was made out of the single crochet stitch, and it took me 4,000 hours to complete. Let's watch the scarf grow over the years. Here's me crocheting on the very first day on November 19th, 2019. Here is the scarf on November 21st, 2019. And here's the scarf on December 9th, 2019. The scarf was about 5.5 feet long. On December 23rd, 2019, the scarf was about 14 feet long. On June 16th, 2020, the scarf was about 67.5 feet long. On June 18th, 2020, the scarf was about 68 feet long. Here's me crocheting on November 3rd, 2021. The scarf was about 250 feet long. On November 3rd, 2021, the scarf was about 250 feet long and weighed about 39 pounds. I'm unrolling the scarf right now. For your information, this video clip was sped up 15x than normal. On December 27th, 2022, the scarf was about 356 feet long. Here's me crocheting on June 6, 2023. The scarf was about 414 feet long. Okay, I think I'm gonna do one more stitch and then I'm gonna say I'm done. Yeah, that's it. I'm done.
I'm so excited for you. You did your final stitch. Oh my goodness.
This is it. This is the final stitch. Here is me on March 16th, 2024. This was the day when I finally finished the scarf. My approximately 501 foot scarf began on November 19th, 2019. Most of the scarf is black and white because that represents the game of chess. I want the scarf to inspire others to play chess. You might be asking, why chess? The reason why is because I'm a chess coach and a chess book author. I'm very serious about the game of chess. One of the books that I wrote was actually endorsed by the 2019 and 2022 U.S. Women's Chess Champion. Another part of the scarf is green because that represents the environment. I want people to take good care of the environment. Another part of the scarf is blue because that represents the ocean. I want people to take good care of the ocean. And also, another part of the scarf is pink because pink is my favorite color. In October of 2024, I was able to display my super long scarf in public for the very first time. It was at Maker's Faire in Vallejo, California. It was so exciting. About 20,000 people came to see my scarf and all of the other awesome inventions. It was such a fun experience. I want to find the perfect place to display my scarf. Ideally at an airport or a museum or somewhere else. I think an airport would be an awesome place because airports have long terminals and travelers would be amazed. I am also open to partnering up with a nonprofit organization to host an auction. The minimum price for the scarf would be $300,000, which reflects the huge amount of time and money I spent on the scarf. In return, I would donate 10% of the proceeds to that nonprofit organization. This project has been an amazing adventure for me. I hope that the scarf will inspire others to pursue their passions and their creativity so they can make a positive difference in society. If you have any ideas where to display my scarf, or if you know a nonprofit organization that might want to host an auction, please let me know. I would greatly appreciate it. Thank you so much for listening.